The subject of today's video is that I was on a movie set. First thing I did when I got there was help build a green screen. In post-production, you can edit that to be something completely different. These things called trackers that you can put on the green screen. Well, they're just pieces of little white tape, but in post-production you can identify that point on the green screen, and even if your camera is moving through the shot, you can pinpoint that point and say, I want one object to be right here. That took about a couple hours to put together. I worked with this guy named Larry, who was super cool. He's worked on movies in production design that Mark Wahlberg was in. He's worked on Shutter Island. The director and cinematographer of the movie are brothers. Their names are Xavier and Jonathan Garcia. They've made a couple of good films so far. I watched a couple of them. They're short films. One of them won an award. It was really cool to see production happen up close because I've always been interested in it. I was also able to hold a $70,000 camera. It's called the Red. And the Red camera can transform into many different ways. It can either be in a gimbal, which is a circular device that is super technologically advanced, that you have to charge it in order for it to able to balance the camera in the way that you want it to. So, you know those in movies how you see shots that look like they're purely handheld? They're actually not 100% handheld. They are in this gimbal usually, which will allow you to create that shaky cam effect. Even though this was a small production that I was on set of, it was incredible the amount of equipment that they needed. Whether it be camera equipment or the green screen, you know, the director and cameraman, sometimes they look like mad scientists trying to maneuver the camera in order to get the best shot that they were looking for. I was talking to the script supervisor. She was a super nice lady, and she said that there have been times, it just showing you the dedicated nature of filmmakers, that she has been on location, on set, and they have been filming until 3 a.m. and they had to go right back to it 5 hours later at 8 a.m. And this is far away from her home, so she had to get a hotel that was close enough to it. Anyway, when I first walked on set, it was like a fantasy. Like, even though all the things that we see in movies are to an extent an exaggerated reality, so we don't expect things to go exactly how they go in reality. Like, you know, sometimes in movies they won't laugh at a joke in order for the audience to laugh at it. And I almost felt the same way about the making of the movies. It's like, oh, it happens, like those happen in movies too. Like, you see the making of movies, and it's difficult to really place yourself into that environment. But I got to do it the other day, and when I stepped on set, it just felt like a fantasy moment. It's like, whoa! This stuff actually happens. There are people who actually are this dedicated to story, to their craft. So if you guys want to see more content like that, I highly recommend you press subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the content that I'm releasing. Let's go!